view. Till now, anyone have any doubts, ma? Now, as usual, before we start anything, let's start with a simple story. These stories will help you to think. Do you all know why I'm giving these stories every day? It is not for moral education only. It is because everyone thinks that children need stories. But according to me, especially teenagers or especially the people who are 21, 22, 23 until 25, these people need more stories. These people need more understanding and more guidance. Because one step you do mistake, everything will be spoiled. One step. No one in 30 will do mistake. No one in 40 will do mistake because they know what is that. But you do because that was the point there. We all have been there. I have been there. Now, same like this guy with John. Once upon a day, once upon a time, there is a guy named John. What is his name, ma? John. John is very sweet, little innocent guy. He's so intelligent. He studied so nicely. He got the job in Hyderabad in a great company. Without any struggle, John directly went to the company. John is so innocent that he don't know anything in his life except the studies. That's why after the studies, he directly got the job. He never bunked the class. He never enjoyed. He never did anything extras because he knows what he wants. And he got the job. Starting only, John got some kind of 10 lakh package. So per month, he is getting it some 70K. He worked really hard for 1 month. After 1 month, he got 70K in hand. He never even saw it more than 10K in his hand. But now he is seeing it like 70K. He don't know what to do with that. So he put some money to the parents. He started keeping it some money for himself. So he watched some videos. He started investing that, this and all. Suddenly, one of his friend suggested him to go to the pub. So he obviously, he went there. One of the other friend suggested some puffs. So he started having the puffs. And slowly, slowly, he started buying the costliest liquor and the costliest wines. He even visited Russia sometimes. Now, I mean foreign countries now. So, so John spent all his money because he has so much money and he don't know what to do. So one of his friends suggested the booze. One of the friends suggested parties. One of the friends suggested some kind of extra things. And John did all. Slowly, 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 John started to spend more than what he earned. He started to lose focus. He started to lose the health. He started to lose the money. And one day, he lose the job also. But interestingly, at that time, those friends didn't came to give a suggestion on booze or to give a suggestion on some kind of puff, to give a suggestion on any other extra thing. That day, the John realized what he lost. But this is not a small thing. It is not some kind of phone addiction. Once you have it, it is very difficult to recap it. And the John took almost some years to rectify this error. 1 year of his alcohol life almost killed 10 years of his normal life. And after 10 years, he kind of got away from it. Some people don't know, especially of your age. There are so many Johns out there. I have seen them. You know, for example, one 30 years guy is there, 35 years guy. He's a dad. He's having children. He's having EMIs. He's having wives. He's having some kind of problems in his life. That guy taking a puff, okay. That guy taking it one peg, okay. For me, I don't care. 21-year-old guy having nothing work, sitting in hostel, कुछ काम नहीं है, वीकेंड में पार्टी करता. Almost every Amirpet Panda bus, you will have it like those people having puffs and puffs of cigarettes. An average student in Amirpet, not, I'm not talking about good people like you. I'm talking about some normal people. Okay. There are some good people here. I don't mind. But there are some normal people. Everything starts with some kind of fashion. Some starts with some kind of fun. Started with like kuchure. It's not addict. I'm just doing it like sarda. Some kind of fun, whatever. But later it becomes very deadly. I don't know whether I told you this or not. I worked in one international school in Hyderabad. You know, the people who I taught in that international schools are some of the ministers' daughters, sons, relatives, even heroes one. Actually, I met them. Those heroes, relatives, and sisters, daughters, or brothers, or something and other. Ninth class people are having the puffs. I have seen them. Okay, and every time I see in Amirpet, especially here or there, some kind of shops, when the 21-year-old, 22-year-old, 23-year-old, some kind of childrens, you all are childrens only basically. You think you are adult, you are not. According to me, adult is not a age of 18. And it's not a bar. Adult is someone who take responsibility. वो अलग है. Now, at this age, when people were having the puffs, you know how much pain it would be to see that. From my perspective, it pains a lot to me. If a parent see a children, like not only their children, any children having the buff, they feel very bad. You don't know that. So especially boys, I'm telling it. It is your decision you take. Your friends will compel, your things will compel, whatever pressures will compel. Okay. You have so many things, you will have so many in future. Software will cook you, especially directly it will put you in a cooker and cook you. Simple. Still, you should not go for these things. Even the women, you don't know. These days, like women, like not only these days, in software, like they are competition in this particular field, the women. So I don't want you to go for that. Any decision you take, especially on the bad habits, you are not a children. You know what is that. You are not adult, and at the same time, you are not children also. You know what is what. Is it clear, ma? Are you all getting my point, ma? So that you take your decisions. Correct. Let's start. Next one. I hope online always people were getting it different suggestions. Good. I want to meet John. I sure. Last day you will have it like now. Good. Let's have it like the stored procedures. Hmm. Where are we in the stored procedures? Nine MDB, MySQL. Now, everyone, where did we stop in the last class? The last class we stopped at something called stored procedure. What is that, ma? Stored procedure. Stored procedure name itself will tell you. It is a procedure you are storing with a name. What is the procedure, sir? Hmm. Inserting inserting some values to a some table. One table is there. In the table, I want to insert some data. Or one table is there. In that table, I want to delete the data. Or in one table, I want to insert another table I want to delete. One table I want to update and another table I want to show. I can do any kind of procedure, but I want to do this procedure again and again and again. Yesterday I did one simple procedure such as like find the people based on their country. If I give country name Germany, Germany people will come. If I give country name USA, USA people will come. If I give country name Mexico, Mexico people will come. Every time I don't want to write select asterisk from something like where and all. Instead of writing it, that is one procedure. Same like inserting is one procedure. Updating is one procedure. Deleting any query you do, any query you do, that query you will keep it in one definition. What is the definition, sir? Create procedure, procedure name, and you will take it here, whatever the parameters you are giving, input parameters, and you will start here begin, end. But sir, normally in MySQL, ending with which one, sir? Semicolon. Correct, sir. Normally in MySQL, semicolon means end, sir. But I don't want. Why? Because my query is having semicolon, sir. Normally, if you write it, MySQL will think either khatam hua. That's not khatam. You have to write end line. So I will change it like MySQL from now onwards. Whenever double end is there, there it is the end. Okay. So I told the MySQL wherever double end is there, that is the end point. Correct. Then that is the end point now. And after this, what I have to make again? Because I don't want to write every time double end. Na? So again, I will make it the delimiter as semicolon. Just for temporary, I'm changing that ending line. Simple. This is a basic definition for a stored procedure. But every stored procedure you have to call. Every stored procedure, every stored procedure need to be called. How do you call them? Ma? Tell me, how do you call? Call procedure name, correct. Call procedure name and you will give here parameters, whatever it is. Same tara functions be there. Functions and procedures are different. I will tell you. Anyone have any question in this? Online, anyone have any question ma here? No. No. Good. Now let's write it one example. Okay. Now workbench, workbench. One. Huh? What is this? Okay. Let's start with it. Now I will write one simple query. I will write one simple query. You have to make that query as a dynamic procedure. Is it clear, ma? Now, let's write it, sir. For example, I will use 2511. I will use W3 schools. Now here, table I will use employee. Employee have it like date of birth. Employee have it like manager ID. No, or products. Hmm. Now I will take products. Okay. In products, I'm having different value. Everyone see, I want to find the products, find the products between a range, between a range. Now, sir, if I write it here, select asterisk from products where price, I think column name is price only, between 20 and 25. Anyone tell me what will happen if I do this query? Between 20 and 25, whatever the price is there, the particular products will print, right or not? Exact, na? Now I want you to convert this query into dynamic. I will give two numbers. Any two numbers I will give. And you have to tell me products between the two numbers. Is it clear, ma? Right? Everyone? Try to write it, sir. Procedure. You have already syntax. Procedure का syntax है तुम्हारे पास. एक बार देखो. Online any doubts are there? Online whoever are chatting it like focus here, ma. Yeah. Tell me, Roy, if you have doubt online, if doubts are there, please mention. I want this product prices as dynamic. Online focus here. I don't know why online people are focusing on other things. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 price will come. Correct, correct, sir. Guys, anyone knows? Anyone have unofficial? Unofficial? Why? What do you wanna do with that? No, there is no. Seriously. So I will also try it with you. Very simple. First, I have to change delimiter, sir. Delimiter. Sir, there is no rule like it should be and it can be anything. Okay. Now, and here, after changing the delimiter, I will say it like create procedure, procedure name. I will say it like range products. You put it any name, range products. In brackets, I'm taking it here two values. One is A, integer, and B also integer. Begin, A is integer, B is integer, begin, end, ending. But after changing it, I will change my delimiter again to this. Sorry. Between A and B, correct. This is exact like your syntax only. Let's store procedure. I will tell you, ma. What does it mean by return? I will tell you. Sir, is the symbol is necessary? You have to put any one symbol because you are changing the delimiter. It's not like only double slash. You can put anything there actually. But I don't want to confuse, so that's why I put it like double slash here. Last time I put double end. No. Next. Sir, is begin is necessary. Yes, begin is necessary. Why are you changing that? And you can change it. That's just to show you. You can change. I did it. It's not mandatory. Begin is inside the right query, sir. No, no, no. Query is this. Begin is like an open brace. Begin is like an open brace, and is like a closed brace to you. They were needed. That's it. Sir, huh? Why? Because next time you are writing something, na, you will, for example, next time I write query, that query should end, na. So that query ending, what you will put normally, you will put semicolon only, na, because you will forget this. So that's why I don't want to disturb the other flow. Okay, that's why I'm changing it. If you don't change it, next time whenever you write query, that query also should end with double slash only. That is the point. Can we put a single slash or single and at the delimiter? And you can put single also. Kuch nahi hota. Just to show you difference, I'm doing it. Usually singles one will have some meaning. Like if I put single slash na, also meaned with something called division symbol. Okay, so that's why I will put double ones. Don't usually double ones don't have much meaning. Okay, that's why. Now anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make much difference. Now, sir, if I run this, you can see it here. I run it. Procedure is created. But sir, anything happened? Everyone see. Procedure is created, but nothing happened. Procedure is created here. Why I did not get any output? Anyone tell me? Call. It's not like how you created a procedure. You should call the procedure. If you don't call it, it won't give any output. So I will call this particular procedure here. Now here, how do you call procedure, sir? Call procedure name. Procedure name is range product, and I have to give here something numbers 20 comma 25, and it will take it here between 20 and 25. Whatever the products are there, it will come 20 to 25 only. It is coming. If I give it any another value, it will come another one only. Any doubts, sir? No. Please write this one in the notes. I'm gonna write this example in the notes. Example, stored procedures, stored procedures may or may not return a value, return a value. It returns at least zero values. So sometimes, for example, just now I wrote, am I returning anything? No, I'm printing. I'm not returning anything. I'm printing. Returning bole to wherever you call that place it should come. Okay. This stored procedure also can return. Can do that. Okay. If you wanted to get return also you can do it. Here parameters are two types, like in parameters in parameters used for used for input input, and it is by default. It is by default in parameters only. I didn't mention anything in earlier query. There are something called out parameters also used for output. We need to mention we need to mention with keyword out, keyword out, keyword out. Before calling store procedure, is it mandatory to comment the query? No, not needed. Commenting is your wish. No. Sir, in line number 45, you are setting delimiter semicolon, but in line number 14, you are using semicolon. How, sir? See, I think people were not understanding it. See how this particular stored procedure works. Everyone, see this one very simple logic. If anyone knows in your programming also something like functions, you will understand it. It's not a big problem. See this one. Everyone, see this logic. Now, everyone, what is the delimiter? Ma? Double slash, na? It is ending with double slash only, na? Inside that some definition is there. Inside that some body is there. It's like the body of a function, body of a stored procedure. Don't worry about the body, because when you create a stored procedure, body will not run. What do you write inside the stored procedure? It doesn't matter whether you write something or not write something. It doesn't matter. Stored procedure will create, na? When this one will run? Everyone tell me. When this particular query will run, sir? Whenever we call. Which line I'm calling? Line number? But by line number 13, in line number 13, what is the delimiter? Semicolon, because you changed in line number 11, na? उसके लिए इधर सेमीकोलन आ गया भाई. First, how it will work? First, it will create. If anyone, you in Python, you all created functions, na? Void functions, malum. Like void is not there. Java void is there. Python, like, is there any function without returning any value? Null type, none type, whatever. Now, imagine one function is there which is not returning any value. One function is there, it is not returning any value. You can write a simple hello world function, na? But what did you write inside the function? No one knows. No, including you. Function definition not matter. Only you will create a function. When does the definition matters? Whenever you call the function, at that time only it will run. Any question here? Online, anyone have any question, ma? This is as simple as that. Def is created for fun, huh? Even like, what is different between stored procedure and function? I will tell you when we come to store. Oh shit. This is up. Can you call someone out? లేదా కింద మా ఆర్డర్ ఉంటుంది సర్వర్లో వీడు వాటి దగ్గర ఉంటుంది రాంగ్ తీసుకొచ్చి తర్వాత okay, now let's focus here, sir. Now, when to use a stored procedure? Whenever I want to write one procedure to repeat again and again and again, a simple business logic. People will write stored procedure for business logic. Whenever I have it like some business logic, people will write it logic, or some kind of conditional logic. Conditional logic. Conditional logic means I wanted to write something like, if you can write it if condition here also. If did you remember classic program in your Python or every programming, even or odd? You can even do something similar to this here. Like for example, if I have to do if or else, all you have to do is same logic. If, then, else, and if. Simple logic you have to do. Imagine I'm doing some conditional logic. I have to use this. If I'm doing some business logic, I have to do this. Or any kind of transactional logic. Transactional logic. Transactional logic means that something like insert something inside the data. If I give it like, huh? What అమ్మా? ఎవరో ఒకరిని అడిగి తీసుకురారా ఛార్జింగ్ అయిపోయింది. Anyone have laptop charger? HP. दे दो एक बार. भूल गया मैं. Thank you, man. After the class. Good. Okay, thank you. Even sir. Done. Thank God. పర్లేదు. పర్లేదు. ఒక క్లాస్. Okay. Now let's back. Let's be back. Now, okay, where are we? Now, see here. Anytime I want to do some conditional logic or transactional logic, sir, I want to insert the data, sir. I want to insert the data, update the data. For example, everyone gives salary some 10% or every product give 20% discount. You have to write one query, na? Every time writing query, who will do Ray? Give it like 10% discount if I say 10. Give it 15% discount if I give 15. Give it 20% discount if I give 20. Automatically, it can make it. This kind of logic update, insert, using functions, you can't do this. This kind of logic is called stored procedure. What is it called, ma? Stored procedure. I will tell you another stored procedure using out also. I told you you can use in and out also, na? I will tell you one out also. Let's write it here. Some people were confused when I am commenting it. They are thinking it like comments are mandatory. Absolutely not. Now, let's write it. Create a stored procedure to find count of people from specific country in customers. Yesterday I did Germany, na? Now, sir, not Germany. I want it like how many people are in Germany. I can do it, na? Right or not? Any doubts, ma? No, I can do it. How many people from something USA? I can do it. Like everything I can do. Now, how you will do it? Like, let's try it, sir. Select asterisk. No. Select count asterisk, not asterisk count uh, country from customers where country equals to Germany, group by country, do it. How many are there in Germany, sir? If you remember yesterday, we did that. 11 are there, we made it 12. Now, the Germany 12 people are there. But I don't want this. I want to make this particular, Germany ones or whatever the country ones, I want to make it like the dynamic one. So for this, you have to write it. Now I will do it like something this. Please understand. Delimiter. Now I am putting double end. I am just changing because I can. There is no choice. You should not feel it like, oh sir, you changed this, next time again you will change. No, kuch nahi. You might change, might not change. You can put anything there. Literally, you can put it prasad. Kuch nahi hota. So wherever you put prasad, it will end. Is it clear, ma? It will confuse the people, so that's why I'm not doing it. Now, here create procedure name, count, country. Online, if any questions are also, you can tell me, sir. Now, here I will take it here, write it here, something called in. In means input. In means input. Out means output. Thank you. Now, in I'm giving it one variable a int out b int only, because I'm select count is like output only. Here instead of Germany, I will say it like a. Here I will put the semicolon. Here I will put the begin end. I forgot begin end. Begin. I have to write it here end. And when I'm ending it, I need to end it. And I need to change my delimiter. Online, please see it, sir. Any doubts here? No. Before you write, you should create this B. I will give that B. First, I create the procedure. Till now, anyone have any question, ma? Now, sir, how it will work? I will tell you. This is just a definition. You creating definition. Let's click it here. It will create some definition. Go down. See, it created one definition, sir. Now, count country is created. But, sir, how do you use this count country? Yeah, I have to call it. Now, while calling it, there is toda twist to it. Sir, everyone tell me what will be answer for this? Something 12 or 13 or some number will come na? I am telling it. I am telling it. You take this A, but whatever answer you are getting na, store that answer in B. Huh? Money. Where is where kar re? Why you telling now re? Drop procedure Everyone, 2 minutes. I did something big mistake. Okay. A is varchar, sir. Correct. Because country name it is. How did I miss that? Varchar 20. Okay. Now. Acha. Huh? Now let's go here. Okay. Now everyone see this, ma? Boys, see this. Now what is the point here is I want to take this particular A value in the country name and whatever answer you will get, na? Answer. But answer I want to store it here in the output value. I'm giving it something B, na? So I'm telling it like I will give you one variable. तुमको एक आंसर आता वो आंसर वो वेरिएबल में डालो सिंपल. Any question here? This is the logic. So stored procedure can take value, can return value also. But it can return one value, it can return multiple values, it can return zero values also. Earlier zero value. Any questions here? No. Next. Online, anyone have any questions, sir? Defining return type. We don't have it like return. This is the return type, dear. This is return type. Which one you are returning? This B is the return one only, na? Because if you see in query, you never used B. Okay. B is nothing but this value will be B. This select in select whatever it is there, it will be the B. Now here, and it will be in order. Imagine in select two things are there. First one will be the B. If you give second one will be second one. Simple. Now here I will give this. Now let me start it here. How do you call? Sir, to call this, what I'm telling, you will give one variable, but answer will store in that variable. First you have to create that variable. Na? Let's create one variable. If you want to create in one variable, variables can be created in MySQL two ways. One is declare. Declare. Normally variables will have something called at the rate before them. You can declare using the name declare. Okay. Or set set at the rate Prasad is equals to 0. What does it mean by at the rate? Kuch bhi meaning nahi hai. Okay. Normally naming convention. These are called naming conventions. Constants, if you are writing capitals, you will write. User defined variables, you will put at the rate. Function starts with small letter, camel case. Like this, there are some naming rules. Okay. If you see, even when I put my stored procedure, views, everything name, I start with small letter and another word I will put big letter. Camel case. Because these are something naming rules. If you don't follow them, kuch nahi hota. Later you will only get confused. Khali wo is a problem. Is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear? You can declare some value. You can put it anything. Okay. Temp name should not have symbols. You can use only underscore, except that any underscore symbol you should not put. Temp where I'm giving one temporary variable. What is a temp where name? Sorry, what is a temp where value, ma? 0. Now I will call stored procedure. My stored procedure name is count country. Count country. What is count country here name? Germany, comma, and at the rate tempware. So what will happen, sir? This tempware will go to the query. In query, count is coming. That count will store in this at the rate tempware. And this at the rate tempware it will store. But sir, I don't want to store. I want to print. Right or not? तो कैसे प्रिंट करता? Select. कैसे प्रिंट करता सर? Select ना? Select is the one which will use for printing. क्या प्रिंट करना है? टेम्पर प्रिंट करना है as number of employees. You can put a alias because temper is not looking good. Simple. बराबर. अच्छा, why I'm getting it 0 employees? Hmm? Why it is not happening? What? Huh? Temporary temporary is equals to b only na here. No, b is something like variable there. It doesn't matter. Let me go here. Let me check here. Customers. My query is returning null. Interestingly, my query is returning null. Why query is returning null? I even checked the query before also. Copy, paste. Country, Germany. Coming, correct only. इधर क्या है प्रॉब्लम? Mm-hmm. Okay, 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 okay. I understand the mistake. Everyone, let's focus here. There is a big mistake I did. Now, now I will do it one more time. See, it is running the query, but it is not returning the value. That is why answer is null. Because imagine if query is wrong. If query is wrong, you will get it at least temp value 0 na? Because you added 0. But it is returning null. It is not returning anything. That is because you have to mention this count value should be into the B. Okay, it's not matching column wise. If you mention it, it will work then. Then I will work. Huh? Then I will work. Procedure is created. Now let's do it, sir. Create a procedure. Let's go here. Set temp value, employees. Can you see how many people are there in Mexico? How many people are in Germany? So I am giving one value. Also, I am taking one value. This is called stored procedure with in and out. Are you getting my point, sir? Please write this query, sir, everyone. I will give you in the notes. Please write this query. Then we need to start something called functions. We need to discuss functions and triggers. These things will help you to make your work more faster. Back end work also will be faster. That's it. In interview, most of the times they will ask you what it is. Next, functions and triggers, sir. Quickly. Sir, use dips array. Instead of using everything DeepSeek or ChatGPT, there God gave you something called brain. Use it, sir. Now these days I'm seeing the freshers. एक थोड़ा एरर आ गए वो एरर में बताता इट इज समथिंग अनडिफाइंड वैल्यू बराबर कॉपी पेस्ट करो चैट जीपीटी पर इट विल टेल यू 100 सॉल्यूशंस दे विल ट्राई ऑल 100 नहीं ऐसा प्रोग्रामिंग नहीं वर्क करता आई एम जस्ट गिविंग सजेशन नॉट ओनली इन माई एसक्यूएल कुछ भी if I'm not getting after trying also if I don't want to waste time in class if I don't want to waste time I will try DeepSeek if I don't want to waste time normal time na I will waste the time I will learn it on my own only don't try to use the GPTs all the time that will actually make it more worst now also I will do this one please write this also sir I think in the middle I don't know whether you observed or not I kind of did one wrong. I dropped my procedure. Drop procedure, procedure name to drop. Drop is very same. Drop table, table name. Drop view, view name. Drop index, index name. Drop procedure, procedure name. Everything is exactly. In column, alter table, table name. Drop column, column name. Barabar. Simple. Please have it, sir. This one, anyone have any questions? You can tell me. Then we will do functions. If you understand functions and triggers, most things are done. Sir, if we have made mistake instead of drop, can we replace? Huh. Instead of do, you can do create or replace. In the create, write it create or replace. What it will happen? If it is already created, it will replace. If it is not there, it will create it. Okay. You can try this kind of things or create if not exist kind of things also, it will work. Yesterday I tried something similar. Is it done, ma? If we don't wanna, no, without is declaring it it won't work but here if you are writing in procedure you can do this something like this declare these things will work inside the procedure you can declare but outside global you can't declare global one you have to write it some kind of set only you have to initialize direct declaration won't work but inside the procedure you can use declare also see huh kind of next one functions. If you understand the difference between functions and stored procedure, majority of the work is done. A function, a function in MySQL is a stored program that returns a single value, a single value. Sir, stored procedure. Can I write it like without returning anything stored procedure? Yes. Can I return 2, 3 values in stored procedure? Yes. But function always and must return one value. Function in MySQL must return one value and only one value. There is no more than that also. Okay. That is one of the difference between the functions and stored procedure, sir. Return a single value. Okay. And it can be used, in SQL queries, queries like select. Sir, can I use stored procedure in select? No. Stored procedure is a separate procedure you have to call. It's a work you have to call. But function is used in the select, like count. You all remember count, ma? Count is a function, na? Where did you use count? Select. Sum, average, min, max. You can use not only select, anywhere you can use, but in the query you can use. Stored procedure is not used in the query. Okay. And it accepts it accepts only only input parameters, input parameters, but but it cannot modify the tables. Sir, using stored procedure, I told you you can insert something. Insertion I can do, update I can do, delete I can do. That also can be a stored procedure only. But function is not used for. Function is like a calculation. Remember, stored procedure, transaction, function, calculation. हमको फैक्टोरियल चाहिए, हमको पूरा कितनी एलिमेंट से कैलकुलेट करना है, जस्ट काउंट चाहिए, सम चाहिए. ओके. ऐसा थोड़ा वर्ड के लिए फंक्शंस करता. Functions are for calculations and stored procedures are like for big transactions. I want to go to this table, insert, and I want to go to another table, delete. I want to go to one table, find everything, and another table, insert it. This is a big procedure, na? We will use stored procedure. थोड़ा काम रिटर्न करो पूरा कितने वैल्यूज है, function can do. Okay. Just add all the people salary, function can do. Tell me who is highest, function can do. Tell me who is second highest, function can do something which can be like done with only one written values and done for some calculations. That is the difference between stored procedure and function. These all are the differences only. Now, it is useful. It is useful for calculations. 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 There are two types of functions. Two types of functions. I think in every programming language it is common. One is stored procedure. Sorry. One is default functions. Default functions. Default means already pre-built, built-in. They call it default or built-in functions. Another one is user-defined. That means I will create my own functions. User-defined functions. Is there any built-in functions in MySQL like Python? Yeah, that only I will tell you. The built-in functions. Now, before I start, built-in functions, everyone, important question. What is the difference between stored procedure and function? Sir, can stored procedure can return multiple values, sir? Yes. Stored procedure can return multiple values. Can stored procedure can return zero value also? Yes, sir. Can function can return zero value? Function must and should return only one value. Correct. Sir, can stored procedure can be written in select? No. Stored procedure must be written in call. And functions can be written in select, like queries inside the queries. Can stored procedure like stored procedure can accept in, stored procedure can accept out, but functions accept only in. Functions accept only in. In functions, how you will get out is written keyword you will write. And storage procedure can modify, can update the data, insert the data, delete the data. It can modify the tables. Can functions can modify the tables, sir? No. Functions are used for calculations. Functions are used for calculations. Barabar. Simple logic. Now, let's write it here, sir. Built-in functions. There are so many built-in functions. There are so many built-in functions in MySQL, such as such as I'm giving you most widely used ones. Okay. There are so many actually. If you go to the MySQL documentation, you will find it like hundreds are there. Okay. We are just going for something more bigger in kind of string functions. There are string functions such as upper. Any guess? Upper will do. Any guess? Uppercase. Convert your string into uppercase. Lower, lower. Concat, substring, substring, replace, length. There are so many other things, but mostly people use these things. Then, for example, if I go here, sir, for example, if I go here, select, select upper Prasad, lower Prasad, length Prasad. You put whatever you like, or what more? Concat, concat Raj Prasad, substring Prasad 2 comma 4, or replace, sorry, substring is indexing, correct. uh, Prasad A comma A comma X. Why replace is not getting the function? Did they change the name? MySQL replace function. No, replace is there, but it did not get it something. Oh. whatever. Next, length. Oh, already I did. Anything I missed, sir? No. Run karo. देखो. Huh? Why D is removed in Prasad? Okay, I gave Prasad only. Okay. See, upper will convert into uppercase, lower convert into lowercase, length gives the length, concat added the things, substring divided the things, cut the strings, and replaced a value. Any doubts, ma here? No. Next. Next one. Go for something called number functions. There are default number functions. Online people, please focus here. Number functions such as round. If you remember, one time we tried round. In average, I told you round. Okay. Round apps will give you absolute value. Floor, seal. There are so many. Square root, cube root, power, pow. Pow is there, I think. Pow. Power. I think in Python also these are math methods. Substring will cut the string, I think. Here, when I give 2 comma 4, why it can rasa only? It should start 0, 1, 2. No, it is not doing it with index actually. It is starting from second letter and it is taking with 4 digits. Second letter से 4 digit ले रहा है, 2 comma 4 दे दिए. So I thought it is an index. No, it is not index. It is doing it a slicing only, but it is like doing it from second letter to 4 letters when I give 2 comma 4. Okay. Now, next one, let's do them also quickly. See, these things are very rarely used. Select um, round 3.14587 or 26, comma, what more? Apps -3, floor 3.8, seal 3.1, pow 2 comma 3. If I go here, simple logic. Round up, apps will give you positive value, floor will give you lowest value, seal will give always upper value, and pow will give power value. These things are very common when you are going for your Python also. Floor means if I give it like 3.8 also, 3.8 is between 3 and 4, floor will give lowest value. 3.1 is between 3 and 4, so 4, seal will give always highest value. Any doubts ma online? You have so many actually. From tim truncate, so many are there. Any doubts here? No. Next, Date functions. Date functions. I can do it like current date, which will give you current date, date diff, which will give you difference between the dates, or now present timestamp will come, current time will come automatically, date add, date will be added, date sub, date will be subtracted. You can even do month, year, day, week, something kind of one also you can do. Separately, only year I want from the date, or only month I want it, only date I want it. Also, you can even subtract them. Now, if I give here select current date, current date will come. Now, complete stamp will come. Current time will come, or um, if I give it here year 2025, 20 2025 11 23, in this year will come. You can do same. Instead of year you can write date, instead of year you can write month, instead of year you can write week, instead of year you can write day. Automatically that particular thing will come. For example, see, 2025 11 23, this is like date of joining. So everyone will write it their date of joining when employee is created. Now I want only day, only years in that. I don't want it like complete date, I want kali year. So it will do that formatting. Are you getting my point, ma? Any doubts are here? No. Same thing. If I wanna add any date add, you can change the date format. You can change the date with the date sub. I will give it here 25, 25, 11, 23, comma 2. 2 days it will, something exactly. So date add will add it something date interval 5 day today. Now, or you can use date difference. Like yesterday, I think yesterday one guy asked me like, how do you get the temperature, rising temperature one lead code question. In rising temperature one, current date you will subtract with the previous date and you should check it like at least greater than or equals to 1. But you can do it with something called date difference. You have to give two dates here. Why this one is not selecting? 25 11 23 comma 2025 10 23. Date diff is there na. Date diff in MySQL. A name is not underscore. Direct date diff only then. Okay, run this. Everyone see the answers. See, there are so many. I'm telling it again. There are hundreds. Mainly in programming we use current date. आज date क्या है वो आता. Now complete stamp आता. For example, sir, someone you are creating user. Do you think every time you create user you will give that particular time login? I will log in, Ray. Every time I log in automatically at which time, which date I'm logging, it should come na. When I log out, it should come na. How you will store that particular login detail, logout detail in the timestamp? It will, you just say it like now, automatically it will store. Always that will be current time only. Whenever you update at that time, whatever the time is there, it will be updated. The current time. और इसमें year क्या है 2025 date देखो here I said add 5 days 2020 did I give 2025 which date I gave 23 को 5 days add करे तो 28 आता okay then here date difference 23/11 and 23/10 difference is 31 days. Are you all getting my point, ma? These are default things. You don't need to do it like anything. There are custom functions also. We will create functions and all. Let's do it, sir. Second one. If anyone wants to write it, just write it these things. Simple. Please note it down, sir, if you want to write it. Is there any advanced? We have so many advanced. Again, I'm telling it. Okay. Can we add two dates like for adding like difference? You mean you can use date sub? For difference, you can do it like sub, date sub. Someone. Sir, given orders customer ID amount and find the customers with the longest consecutive monthly order streak. Monthly order streak. If I choose the one with the total spending, higher total spending, return streak start process. Write a simple procedure, Ray. Simple. All you have to do is find them and just tell them how much streak they are having it. Like you can check the number of dates, how many times they are repeating and all. In adding, can we give two dates except giving interval in day? No, no. No. Next. Next one, sir. Next one, function. User defined functions. User defined functions. These functions, these functions are created by below syntax to perform calculations 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 basic syntax basic syntax delimiter and same logic here also create function name parameters returns return type. I told you now, functions must return a value. Here, you need to write something called, I will write it in the next line, deterministic. Some functions you can able to find the answer easily. Those are simple functions are deterministic. Then begin, query, end, delimiter end, again delimiter, semicolon. Now, oh, I in this query you have to write return keyword array. Return keyword is mandatory. I'm writing in a comment. If you don't write return keyword, it will be a problem. Now, let's write it as simple, sir. Write a function, write a function, write a function to return square of a number. To return square of a number. Write a function to return square of a number. So, delimiter and create function sqrt. Oh, already sqrt is a square root. Square squ. I will write it. Now here, which one you are giving it, sir? I am giving it something num, which is an integer, and this also returns in deterministic. Begin, end, delimiter, semicolon, return num into num, which is num square. See, procedures can return multiple value. Procedure can return zero value also. Procedures can be any way. Now everyone see this. The basic logical difference. Again, I'm telling you, MySQL per everything logical hai. Everything is logical. You see this. Can I create stored procedure for this? Can I create a stored procedure for this? No, sir. What is this? It is a calculation. Stored procedure बोले तो एक बार वो टेबल के पास जाओ, टेबल में जर्मनी वैल्यूज ले लो, वो टेबल में जर्मनी वैल्यूज ऐड करो, वो टेबल में डिलीट करो, वो टेबल में अपडेट करो, उसको बोलते हैं प्रोसीजर. स्क्वायर रूट फाइंड करो, डिफरेंस फाइंड करो, एज फाइंड करो. दिस इज कॉल्ड फंक्शन. This use is square. Like I can, if I give 5, what will answer will come? Arey, programming language you can do everything. Here, for example, string length is there. You are finding it string length here. By default, length method is there, na? It can be done in programming also, na? But I want to store that length. Imagine I'm writing one query, Ray. In that query, automatically it should, I will give it like student age or student number. Student will give some number. Automatically, it should square and it should add it in database. Backend will give number only. This database should add the square. Imagine I wanted to do that. How do I do it, sir? For length, I have length method. For rounding, programming can do sum na. Why did we learn? Programming can do count na. Why did we learn? क्योंकि वो count value चाहिए. Okay. Eh, This is a simple example. I can make big calculations also here. Okay. Any kind of, for example, student joining date is there. Employee joining date is there. Today, employee is resigning. So employee resigning date, leaving date also will store na. I want to create one function. That function should subtract these two dates and tell me how many days you worked. Right or not? बैकएंड में लिख बैकएंड भी पॉसिबल है. बैकएंड को दो डेट्स दे दिया तो बैकएंड भी करता. डेटाबेस सीधा करता है ना. डेटाबेस सीधा आंसर देते हैं तो बैकएंड इजीली देता. These kind of calculations can be done by functions. Now if I write this function, sir, you can see it here. Function is created. Not created. Function is created now. Sir, tell me. Deterministic means sometimes when you are doing it a function, that function answer you can able to tell exactly what data type, what thing you are coming it. Those things cannot able to predict also sometimes. That is non-deterministic one. 90% of the times will do deterministic only. There is an advanced one, non-deterministic functions also. But deterministic means these things. I know 100% you will get it integer only. क्योंकि integer को multiply करे तो integer आता. When you can't predict that, that will become non-deterministic. You have to write that. Okay, like it's like giving guarantee. I'm 100% sure return will be int only kind of. Now here, if you see, everyone see this, guys. Did you see functions are there? Functions is created one function SQU. Every database contains four things. Look, every database contains four things. Everyone see what are they? What the database contains, sir? बराबर. अभी मालूम है तुमको वो क्या है. Every table contain. Every table contains tables. Every table contains columns, indexes, foreign keys, triggers. You don't know triggers, but that one I will tell you. But remaining things you know. Now, sir, how do you use this function? You remembered how did you use the uh, uh, just now you did function round. Just now you did function length. How did you use them? Select na. Inside select na. Same way, sir. You will put this name also SQA also in select, sir. Select select SQU 5. What will come answer, sir? So I created my own number function now. I created my, see, there is no number function for factorial. I can create my own ना. वो simple है, थोड़ा logic लिखना है बराबर. देखो 25 आ गया. That is why functions are used for calculations. Functions are used for stored procedures are used for procedures. Stored procedures are used for procedures. Stored procedures manipulate the tables. Can manipulate the tables. Functions cannot manipulate the tables. Online, anyone have any question, ma? Now, let me create one more example. I will create one more example. Very simple example. Find the age of a everyone. Find the age of a student. Imagine every student have date of birth. Every student have date of birth. Are they giving age, ma? No. But they are giving date of birth, na? Age कैसा आता date of birth पर? Date of birth per year रहता. That year I have to take. In current date also year will be there. That year I will take. I will subtract them. Then I will get it that particular age na. That I will return. Simple. First write this, sir. Sorry. First write this. Noted, sir. Please note down this once. Then I will show you. Please explain flow steps. अरे इसमें फ्लो स्टेप्स कुछ नहीं रहता बा देखो this is creating you are creating one function and one whenever you call that particular function whenever you write select sku 25 or 5 it will come here num value will be 5 then automatically it will go here 5 into 5 25 it will return barabar only this query will run whenever you call only it will run if select in select statement only simple. Linear algebra calculation with MySQL function. Huh? You know linear algebra? Teach me, Ray. Seriously. Guys, actually there are there. Believe me. See, MySQL functions are so deep. We create a square root now only. We created. So many people created so many things. MySQL created hundreds. You can do it like, statistics. If anyone going for data science side, you have so many variance, standard deviation, mean, median. I don't know exactly what are they, but you try it, you will get it. Okay. I never used him. Usually, see, in my company, we worked on OTT, we worked on e-commerce. Those things will not need it. If anyone working on AI model, data science, machine learning, then you need these things. Standard deviation, variance, something words will be there. I don't know. Those things you can use. Some methods are there. Okay. Just to check it. Go to MySQL, type it default functions. Re, barabar aata. In interview, they don't ask. Because 99 point your interview will be asked by the technical people like me also. They also don't know the particular variance standard deviation. Okay. Very rare. Now next, create a function for age. So I am creating one functions per age, sir. How do you do it, sir? Delimiter. Sir, everyone, did you understand why I am writing delimiter every time? I am stopping the original delimiter. What is the original delimiter? Semicolon. Correct. I am keeping now dummy. From now onwards, I'm telling MySQL, if you write a query, double end is the ending point. Okay. Now I'm writing it here. Create function. What is the function name? Find age. It will find the age. For age, I'm taking it something called DOB, which is date. Returns int. I will tell only year. Int deterministic. It's a keyword mandatory most of the times. Begin, end. First, I will write the function, then I will write the body, usually. Delimiter, semicolon. Now, what is the body, sir? Very simple. Return. You have date diff, na? Date diff is nothing but it will give you difference between dates. Problem is if I use date diff, na, how much my age is days will come. How many days? No one like days. They like years. For years, you have something called टाइम स्टैम्प डेफ। देखो कैसा मालूम है हमको, बार बार करे तो लाइक वन वन टाइम आई वांट टू ट्राई, आई डोंट नो डेट डेफ इज नॉट वर्किंग, हमको ईयर चाहिए, एक बार गूगल करता उसको मालूम हो जाता, एट द टाइम आई नो ओ समथिंग कॉल्ड टाइम स्टैम्प इज देयर लाइक दैट। टाइम स्टैम्प फंक्शन कैलकुलेट डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू डेट्स एंड विल रिटर्न बेस्ड ऑन स्पेसिफिक यूनिट। तुमको क्या यूनिट में चाहिए, डेज में चाहिए, डे मंथ में चाहिए और ईयर में चाहिए। Okay, so basic syntax is like you have to give two dates and year, some condition. So it's like you can give microseconds, seconds, minutes, hours, day, week, month, year, quarter. No one will give microseconds 100%. I will write it here. Return time stamp def. Here I will write it year. Here I will write it here one date. What is the date here? DOB, whatever the date of birth they gave. Date of birth, you should do it with the current date. आज का डेट क्या है, करंट डेट से सेपरेट करना है बराबर, सिंपल। आई एम गेटिंग इट एरर, करेक्ट एंड oh semicolon is a problem. This is separate query na. Anyone have any doubts sir here? Online, anyone have any doubts? No, I created one function, run this, added a function. Yes, created a function. What is the function name sir? Find age barabar. Now find the age, select, find the age of a person whose date of birth is, you know what I will do? I will create actually stored procedure. In that stored procedure, I will pass that one. That will also can be done. Okay, but now I am doing it directly. When my date of birth is like, I can give it like 2021 or 3 3. Simple. Any doubt, sir? No. So I'm just giving it one here, 4 years old, because it is 2025 currently, and that is 2021. Any doubts, ma? Online, any doubts are here? Online, any doubts here? No. We'll see the remaining functions, such as window functions and triggers. Mostly we'll complete it tomorrow. Actually, we are going a bit slow. We'll complete tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, we'll do project. Okay, ma? Till now, anyone have any question, ma? I hope everyone clear only, na? That's it for today. Thank you all, sir. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye-bye.